Good evening, this is Dr. Doe. This video is outside of medicine. I'm going to read, continuously to read Psalm. Today I'm going to read Psalm 23. I'm going to read Psalm 23, a Psalm of David. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not be in want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He restores my soul. He guides me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. So this is Psalm 23. Again, I do not know at what circumstances or when did he write this, but this is full of the graciousness, thanksgiving, the tone of very delightful, faithful praise. So the Lord is everything for him because of his faith. So like the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not be in want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He restores my soul. Again, this is very delightful, full of thanksgiving, and full of satisfaction and graciousness for the God he believes. So the Lord is his shepherd, so he will not get lost. The Lord comfort him so he can lie down quietly, peacefully in the green pastures, and the Lord will guide him, lead him to the quiet waters, enjoy the peace and the tranquility, and he restores my soul. So he will restore my soul, even though sometimes I probably upset or angry, but if I think about the God, I think about Lord, he will lead me to the quiet water, give me tranquility, restore my soul, will feel better, like replenishing spiritually. He guides me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake, even though I walk through the valley of shadow of death, even though the shadow of death is surrounded me, even though I was surrounded by the shadow of death, even though the shadow of death is swamped around, but he guides me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. So he will guide me walking on the path of righteousness, because I believe for him, for his name's sake. His name is not in vain. So what I believe, the God is the only one, is my faith, is not going to be in vain. For his name's sake, he will lead me to the righteousness. I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. So your rod and the staff, these means something like weeping tools, but they're not going to weep on me because I follow the God, walking on the righteousness. Those rod and staff only comfort me, weep for the evils, but not me, because I'm the chosen one. I'll follow your guidance. I will walk on the righteousness. I fear no evil, for you are with me. I'm not afraid of evil, so I will not do the evil thing, but only righteousness. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. So the enemies, even though they are strong, like previously, David said he was surrounded by the lions, the oxen, the dogs, and also the people. Those enemies, even though he was surrounded by those enemies, but the God will prepare a table for him. The God will only set him apart from those enemies and determined he will win. You prepare a table before me. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. You anointed me. This is the culture, anointed with oil. And my cup overflows. My cup will not be half filled, but it's full filled. Not only full filled, but overflows means I will be granted. I will be given abundance because of you. You're going to give me abundance, so I'm not going to be lacking anything. Surely goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. So the goodness of love from the God will follow my days, all my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. So I will dwell on the chosen house belong to the Lord. Okay, so this is the Psalm 23. Again, this is a very spiritual, very faithful, and full of graciousness and belief. And in addition, totally different from Psalm 22. If you recall Psalm 22, he was so in desperate anguish, groaning in pain. The enemies are so strong, and they mock him. They gloat over him. They do not believe him. And he called for all the Israels. If you're a descendant of Israel, you should believe in. If you're a descendant of Israel, then you know the God of Israel. If you know the God Israel, then you know I'm the chosen one. You worship God and you serve me. So that's stand again, align with me. So that's the Psalm 22. Psalm 23, the tune was totally turned the other side. It's so happy, graciousness and praise and faith. So believe God is his shepherd, will guide his way. He's not going to be fear, and he's not going to be lacking. So everything the God will provide for him in terms of spiritually lead him to the righteous, and worldly he will not going to be lacking anything. He will be his cup will be overflows. So this is David's cup will be overflowed. So this is the Psalm 23. From this 23, I saw the beauty of the writing itself. A tune of very high, very cheerful, delightful, and faithful, and also believe. I believe God will make my cup overflows. I believe God will prepare a table before me, even though the enemies are strong. But God will choose me and prepare for me, and he will guide my way. So this is from the Psalm 23 by David. I will stop here, and thank you for watching, and you can read it and interpret by yourself. I'll see you next time.